Hello students, welcome to the third year class of Computer Engineering and Information Technology for the subject Client Side Scripting, and our subject code is 22519. Today we will going to learn the third chapter. First we will see today's video's learning outcomes. So today's video's learning outcomes are building a blocks of a form. So as we are studying the chapter number 3, forms and event handling. So in this chapter we are going to learn building blocks of a form. So in this building blocks of a form there are different input element of a form. So in the input tag there are button, checkbox, radio button and select. So we will see it one by one. First we will see button. So HTML input type, there is a button tag in the input tag. So the format of that tag is HTML in the tag input type is equal to button. A push button that activates a JavaScript when it is clicked. So syntax for this button is in the tag input type is equal to button, value is equal to click me, on click is equal to message function. So we will see now different button objects which we will going to use in the form. So first is a button object. So in the button object it represents a clickable button in an HTML form. It is used to activate a JavaScript when a user clicks on it. Syntax for this button is input type is equal to button, and the method for this button is click. This is the method for this button click function. Use of this click function is it simulates the mouse click on the button, but don't mix it up with on click event handler. Okay. Now second is reset object. So a reset object represents a reset button in an HTML form. When clicking on reset button, it resets all the controls within the form to their default values. Syntax for this reset object is input type is equal to reset. There are the reset object properties. So first is a length property. In the length property, it returns the number of a option in the drop down list. Then select index. So in this it sets or return the index of the selected option in the drop down list. Then next is a type. So type returns a form element, type of a form element. So name, it returns the name of a selection list. Now next is a submit object. Submit object represents a submit button in an HTML form. It sends the user input to the form to the server. When clicking on the submit button, it fires on submit event. Syntax for this submit is in the tag input type equals to submit. So there are the different object property. These are the object properties for the submit button. Means length return the number of option in a drop down list. Select index, it sets a written or index or selected option in a drop down list. Again type, it returns the type of a form element, and name, it returns the name of the selection list. These are the same as the reset object. Means the reset object properties and the submit object properties are the same for the input element. Okay. As we have seen submit button and reset button, and in the submit button there is a on submit like this, and in the reset button there is a on click event. So we are using this on clicks event. So that's why uh, we are going to learn about some on click event. So this is the on click event. In JavaScript, it can be executed when event occurs, like when user clicks on HTML element. To execute code when a user clicks on an element, and JavaScript code to an element event attribute. Syntax for this on click is equal to JavaScript. So there are some examples for of HTML events. When a user clicks the mouse, when a web page has loaded, when an image has been loaded, when the mouse moves over an element, when an input field is changed, when an HTML form is submitted, and when a user strokes a key. These are some examples of HTML events. Okay. So this is the program for form element. In this program there is a doc type HTML tag, body tag, and in the tag form there is a id is equal to my form, and for the last name there is a text, and for the first name there is a text. So for the first name, input type is equal to text, name is equal to fname, and value is equal to Donald. And the last name, input type is equal to text, uh, then name is equal to last name, and value is equal to duck. So in the next line, input type is equal to submit and value is equal to submit. So we are creating a submit button, and value for the submit button is submit. Okay, this is the form element. Now on in this button, on click function is used. On click my function, id is equal to demo, and there is a function my function, opening brace, variable x is equal to document dot get element by id my form, element dot length, then document dot get element by id demo dot inner html equal to found. So element in the form, these are the document dot get element by id, these are the elements which are used in the form. So after this we save this program as a name, that is form element dot html, and then after executing this code we will get this output: form element, first name is equal to Donald in the text box, and last name is equal to Duck in the text box. And after submitting the button we will get that message: click the try it button to display the number of the elements in the form. So after clicking the try it button we will get output: found 3 elements in the form. So this is the program for the executing the form elements. Okay. So next is a checkbox object. It represents a checkbox in an HTML form. It allows the user to select one or more option for the available choices. Syntax for this is input type is equal to checkbox, and the property for the checkbox objects are name, it says the return the name of the checkbox, then type, it returns the value check, value it sets or return the value of attribute of a checkbox, then checked it sets a return the check state of a checkbox, then default checked means it returns the default value of the checked attribute. We will see one program for the checkbox. So this is our program for the checkbox. This in the form element there is a action, then input type is equal to checkbox, name is equal to coffee, and value is equal to cream. And again input type is equal to checkbox, name is equal to coffee, and value is equal to sugar. Then with cream and with sugar means these are the two checkbox. So input type button is equal to on click. So using by on click method we will going to execute the program. So again input type is equal to id, order is equal to id is equal to order. Okay, then this is then input type is equal to submit. Again submit is a button. So in the script tag we write here one function, that is function my function, and where coffee is equal to document dot forms, and where text is equal to space, where I, then for I is equal to 0, I is less than coffee dot length I plus plus. If coffee of I dot checked, then txt equal to text plus coffee dot I dot value plus. And by get element id we can write document dot get element id order value is equal to your order a coffee with. Okay, now end of the script tag, end of the body tag, end of the HTML tag. After executing this program we will get this output. How would you like to how would you like your coffee? Then there are two check boxes, with cream and with sugar. Firstly executed by single tick, means single check, that is with sugar. Then we will get this message, your order is coffee with sugar. Then in the after again executing this program we will check both of the boxes, that is with sugar and with cream. Then it will display your order a coffee with cream and sugar. Means in this we can check the multiple boxes. Okay, so next is our radio button. So radio object represents a radio button in a HTML form. Syntax is equal to input type equal to radio. There are radio object properties, checked, then it sets a return or a checked state of a radio button, then default check, return the default value of the check attribute, then name, it sets or return the value of the name attribute of the radio button, then it sets a type, it return the type of the element which is the radio button, then value, it sets the return the value of the radio button. These are the object properties, and the object methods are blur, so it takes the focus away from the radio button, and click, it acts if the user click the button, then focus, it gives the focus to the radio button. This is for program to get value of a selected radio button. So select a radio button on click on submit, and input for the gender, input type is equal to radio, name is equal to gender, and value is equal to male. Then input type is equal to radio, name is equal to gender, value is equal to female for the female value. Then input type is equal to radio, name is equal to gender, value is equal to others for the others. And for the button type is equal to button, and for the on click is equal to display radio value. Means after clicking that particular button it will display the radio value of that particular button, and this is for submit. Okay, then div id is equal to result, and in the script tag there is a function, that is display radio value, where is equal to element equal to document dot get element by name, that is gender. For I is equal to 0, I is less than ele dot length I plus plus. If ele I dot checkbox, then document dot get element by id, that is result, it is in dot inner HTML, and equals to gender plus ele I dot value, and end of the script tag. So after executing this program, if we click on male, then submit, so gender is equal to male, and if we click at female and submit, the gender is equal to female. So these in the both of these there is a output of the screenshot of the output. Okay, now we will see difference between the radio button and the checkbox. In the radio button, it is used when only one option to be selected out of several available options, and in the checkbox allows one or many options to be selected. Next is it is created by HTML input tag, but type attributes is set to radio. It also created by HTML input tag, but type attribute is set to checkbox. Then it is a single radio button is a single control unit. Checkbox is a multiple control unit. Radio button is presented as a small circle on the screen. Checkbox is presented as a small square box on the screen. Radio button have only two states, namely true and false, but checkbox have a three state, namely checked, unchecked, intermediate. Radio button is used when you want to limit the user choice just one option from the range provided. Checkbox is used when you want to allow user to select multiple choices. We will see one program for the checkbox and radio button. So this is our program using the checkboxes and radio buttons. So we have take here vehicles, and input means radio button for the vehicles, and company is for the checkboxes is for the company. Now for this radio buttons, we can write here input type is equal to radio, name is equal to vehicle, and there is a value for the vehicle, that is value XUV. Then next is equal to value Xylo. Then next value is equal to Scorpio. Means there are three radio buttons and the three different values for the vehicle. And in the company name for the checkbox, there are Audi, Mahindra and Benz. These are the company name for the checkbox. Then we have to choose our favorite company, means it may be one or two, means that's why it is used the checkbox. So after executing this code, we will get this output: select your vehicle, that is radio button, means we have to select only single vehicle because it is a radio button. And then choose your favorite company, that is the checkbox, means we can check one option or two option or three option. In this way we have executed this program. Then next is a select object. So select object represents a drop down list in a HTML form. It allows the user to select one or more option for the available choices. Syntax: select, then that the list of the drop down and /select. Select object collections consist of options. It returns the collection of all the options in the drop down list. And the properties for the select object are length, select index, type and name. And the length means it returns the options in the drop down list, number of options in the drop down list. Select index means it sets the return in the index of the selected option in the drop down list. Then type means a type of a form element, and the name of a selection list. So the methods for the select objects are add and remove. Add means it adds an option to drop down list, and remove means it removes an option from a drop down list. So we say that it option to drop down list, option from drop down list, or number of option in the drop down list. So what is option? So next is our option object. So option object represents an HTML option element. It is used to add items to a select element. Syntax of that option is option value. There are the number of values in the drop down list, and then end of the option tag. Option object properties are: index means it sets the return the index position of an option in the drop down list. Then text, it sets or returns the text of an option element. Default selected, it determines whether the option is selected by default. Then value, it sets or return the value of the server if the option was selected. Then prototype is, it is used to create additional properties. There are the option objects method. This is blur and focus. Blur means blur removes the focus from the options, and focus, it gives the focus to the option. This is the program for the select tag using the different option, means there is a drop down list. So HTML tag, head tag, title tag. Then in the script tag, we are going to define a function option fruit. Variable a is equal to select dot select indexed. Variable fav equal to select dot options of a dot value. Then there is a condition, and in condition there is a alert box, that is please select a fruit else your favorite fruit is, means and now end of the script tag. And in the body tag, in the body tag and in the form tag, there is a list of fruits. Then select name is equal to fruit. Then option value is equal to 0. Select a fruit. So option value is equal to mango, then apple, banana, strawberry, orange, and end of the select tag. So in the select tag there is a list of fruits. And then input type is equal to button, value is equal to select, and on click is equal to option fruit this dot form dot fruit, and end of the form tag. After executing this code, we will get this output list of the fruit. Then select a fruit. I have selected apple. Then after clicking select, it will select a apple, and after submitting the select button, it will display your favorite fruit is apple. So these are our input element tags. Now we will see some MCQs. Which attribute is used for activation of a JavaScript? These are the option: button, checkbox, URL, and submit, and the answer is button. Second MCQ is, which attribute is not used for the radio type? Name, value, checked, and selected. So the selected is the answer. Selected attribute is not used for the radio type. The third MCQ is, which attribute is used with select tag element? Multiple, selected, name, and value. The answer is multiple. The answer is multiple because a select element is used for a drop down list as a select box. Size attribute is used for the showing more than the one option. That's why we can say that multiple attribute is used for a select element. Okay. So these are our different input tags for a form element. Now we will see form event in the next video. Thank you.